Thomas LaLoupe. Man on with the Springer. And now a chance right here from Manhattan. Great save in front, man, by Sebastian Ferreira. And the fans are loving it here at University Stadium. A good chance by Noah Amisa. A chance to give Manhattan a 1-0 lead, but Ferreira with the denial in front. De Silva with a cross inside the 18, but it's headed away by Leedy for FDU. Lasarte to Montpremier, far side. Montpremier gets it in front. Manhattan with a clear, and there it goes, out of bounds on the near side, right across the NEC logo. And the Irishman, who was born in Nigeria, coming in for the first time this evening for FDU. 16 to play in the first, no score. Papa Voracek to Marshall. And a slide kick for Manhattan. Rubio plays it back to Leedy. Leedy with a booming kick to Montpremier. Check that. That is Obacon. Now Montpremier has it. Stumbling over the ball, Montpremier. He's okay. The kick chested down by Arribas. Rubio's pass deflected in front by Manhattan. To Springer. Rubio lays it wide, intended for Montpremier. Montpremier has it off the header from Manhattan. And a clear for the Jaspers. Headed by Leedy. To Springer. And he sails over the head of Luke Reeves. Picked up by Hayes. Manhattan trying to reset the action. There's Marshall for FDU, trying to avoid contact with the hands. Troy Carrington, that was, for Manhattan. Montpremier. Between the legs of one of the referees. Rubio plays it back to Leedy. Montpremier with a give. They'll play it wide, intended for Rubio, but that ball will trickle out of bounds on the far side. The stadium. The only time Manhattan knocked off the Knights was in 1993, a 2-1 victory in Riverdale, New York. Marshall. And his pass redirected out of bounds by Leonard Son out of Bergen County, New Jersey, Paramus to be exact. Played at the infamous St. Benedict's Prep, a high school program that prior to last year won 26 consecutive NJISAA Prep A state titles. So you have to think of them as the New York Yankees of New Jersey high school boys soccer. That was until the Pennington School knocked off St. Benedict's Prep a year ago to take home their first ever state title. Here's a shot, and it sails just a bit wide. It's on the goal kick. Headed by Leonard Son from Manhattan as they play around forward at midfield. DeVoost. Double team coming from FDU as the ball is knocked free. Last touch by Manhattan. 11:08 to play in the first. FDU with a quick throw-in. Lasarte with a stop. He knocks it out of bounds right in front of FDU with a clear. Here's Obakon. Obakon. He has Montpremier to his left. Montpremier has it. Montpremier knocks the defender down, no whistle. Montpremier on the turn. Montpremier goes down. No flag, no whistle. If a whistle was called, that would have been a penalty kick. The referees say play on. Pavavorchik to Nunez. And now FDU with a chance to reset the action. 10-10 to go in the first. Obakon with a really good look to Montpremier on that last offensive possession for FDU. And now Manhattan with a chance to answer the call. Son goes back to number 16. That's Caleb Carsley. Carrington. Takeaway for FDU as Marshall sails it in direction for Nunez. Shields to Son. Cole shoots it to his back for Lorenzo Frali. Frali again. Here's a wide open Carsley. Marshall coming in for defense. There's a cross for Carsley. Headed away, a good clear for Justin DePardo. Obakon. Montpremier. Montpremier with a crossing attempt. A clear for Manhattan, and there it is. They were trying to make the clear successful on the first try, but the Jaspers able to come up with a clear on the second time around. Rubio. Nunez. Marshall. We're going to go back to Nunez here on the near side. And what has been a back-and-forth contest over the first 31st. Scoreless game. FDU with the advantage on shots 4-3. Manhattan with one shot on goal, interestingly enough. So FDU looking to do a better job in the shots on goal category. In his third season with Manhattan, coming to the Jaspers out of Monroe College in the New York City area. That's a junior college. They were the national runner-ups back in 2014 when Burnett was a sophomore. Montpremier slides on his behind, and a free kick quickly taken by Manhattan. Nunez trying to get his foot in there for FDU, but Manhattan able to come away with control. Carsley on the near side. To Springer coming in to try and play defense for FDU. He's been all over the place over the first, was nearly been 40 minutes here in Teaneck. Obakon trying to draw the double team. Pavavorchik sends it high in the air over the head of Lasarte for FDU. That was DeVos for Manhattan. Here's Desmond Cole. Getting it in front. Leady's best opportunity right there as he boots it out of bounds. Quick throw in for Manhattan. And a steal for Fredino Montpremier. Out of bounds, and Montpremier will throw it in. Leedy. DePardo. Montpremier. And now Obakon. Lasarte. Obakon looking to go wide. Marshall with a cross. Headed down, but just a bit wide off the head of Lasarte. We remain scoreless with under 5 to play in the first half. at halftime, we'll take a look around the NEC men's soccer scoreboard. One other game in action. That coming up during the halftime report here on NEC Front Row. Marshall to Despringer. Here's Nunez. Nice move with the back of his foot as Obakon gets it in front for Marshall. Marshall with a cross, a weak cross that gets played out by Manhattan. They sail it out of bounds, and it bounces into the stands on one. Marshall throwing it into Despringer. Man on opportunity. Despringer keeps it alive. One touch attempt by Pavel Voracek. Nunez. Christian Nunez gets it in front for Lasarte, trying to make up for his mistake from just a moment ago. And Lasarte plays it coming into the season as a healthy squad. As for FDU, their recruiting class is ranked number 25 in the nation, courtesy of TopDrawerSoccer.com. We mentioned Arribas, Dino Monpremier, who has been a sensational athlete ever since he came on board and scored his first career goal at the Division I level back on Friday night at Lafayette. Head coach Seth Brolin certainly building this program for the future. A team that won just 3 games, including 1 game in conference play last year. Here's the aforementioned Monpremier. One touch to Lasarte. Lasarte draws the triple team, nearly sliding to his feet. Monpremier trying to get it back. Monpremier nearly getting tripped up, and a foul comes in against the honors. Lasarte on the ground, and it was sailing out of bounds just inside the 6, but played it high and over the bar. Manhattan with a chance to make it a 1-0 game, but not before Marshall comes on with the takeaway. One minute to play in the first. FDU racking up shot after shot. 7-3 the advantage in shots for the Knights here in their home opener. Plenty of opportunities in the final 45 once we hit the second half. Here's Leedy going one-on-one with Milan DeVoost. A foot race between the two, and now Manhattan with the clear. Obakon. Under 20 seconds to play in the first. Marshall is wide open. Will he go for a shot or will he dribble it in for a pass? Quick pass to Nunez. Nunez. And it's headed away by Manhattan, and that should do it for the end of the first half. FDU pouring underway here from University Stadium. We are in clear darkness from here on out as the second half is underway from Teaneck. Quick update from Newark, Delaware, as the Bryant University Bulldogs are trailing Delaware 1-0. They are at the half in the first state. It's the only other game taking place in the Northeast Conference here this evening, winning weeks. Goal kick taken by Sebastian Ferreira, coming up with his first save of the season early in the first. Here's the aforementioned Monpremier playing it wide to Lasarte. Lasarte plays it back towards the middle. Goes back to Despringer. Despringer with a cross over the head of Nunez for FDU. The ball squirts out of bounds and will get those corner kicks up and running. The Knights with a +3 in the corner kick category, 4-1, including 2 corner kicks in about a 10-second span. Arno will come in for the throw-in. Jean-Baptiste Thomas Laloupe with the kick that goes off the head of Jamie Leedy. 2 players down, and a foul comes in. Oh, if you're looking for Alvaro Rubio, he's not wearing the initial jersey he had in the first period. due to some blood, number 5 has been replaced by number 28. So Rubio will wear that number for the duration of this contest. Nifty footwork by Mon Premier. Manhattan with the ball. Lasarte from midfield. Manhattan with the ball. Tristan Duran out of Florida. Plays it along the sideline for Carrington. And that ball last touched by the Knights. Coming up on 41.5 remaining in regulation. No score between FDU and Manhattan in the Knights home opener for 2017. Reeves on the reset for Manhattan. Duran. And it's off the foot of Lasarte. So far, pretty slow pace early on here in the second frame. As two teams coming off season opening wins, trying to get on the board first. Carrington. And a save made by Sebastian Ferreira. Ferreira looking for some kind of whistle as Brandon Joseph Bondi was trying to pressure Ferreira for Manhattan. Obacon. DePardo. DeSpringer. Look out, Leedy. He gets rid of it in time. And DeSpringer off the free kick. Lasarte. A near takeaway, and now an official takeaway for Manhattan. A good swipe from Carrington. Again, number 28 you just saw is Rubio, and a foul comes in against Manhattan. Quick free kick taken by Lasarte. Here comes Mon Premier with a high head of steam. Mon Premier from the near side. Plays it back to Lasarte. The cross. The shot! Goal! FDU 1-0. And it's Nunez who finishes with his second career goal. FDU with their third goal of the season, their first of the evening. And now a chance to go 2-0 on the season. They volley for it. Bicycle kick attempt by Manhattan. And that ball set. Hayes on the goal kick. That one may have been off the head of DeSpringer. Handball, first career game, the freshman from Colorado. Ball rolling out of bounds, and FDU will have it on the throw-in from the far side. Chance for Manhattan to tie the game, and a diving save by Ferreira. Lasarte nearly getting shoved. Lasarte with a high hit of steam draws the double team. Good defense by Manhattan as Duran knocks it out of bounds. That assist for Lasarte, his first of the season. He led the team in helpers with 3 just a year ago. Nunez gets it in front for Obacon. The cross for Lasarte. Now Mon Premier. Bang! 2-0 FDU. Knights are on fire late in the match. And a really good opportunity for Manhattan to get on the board. Carrington with his first yellow of the season. That's the third for Manhattan in 2017 after they picked up 2 yellows in Friday's season and a home opener against Navy. So back to the double assist for a moment. That was Lasarte's second of the evening and of the season. Nunez got the help, so he has a goal and an assist here tonight. Pretty good night for Nunez as the Knights look to roll here in their 2017 home opener. So Manhattan looking to find their identity as we wind down the clock. Foul comes in. That's going to go against ball inside the 18 and a clear for the Knights. Obakhan trying to stop it from going out of bounds. There's Marcus Marshall, who has had a lot of good time with possession. A little give and a steal by the aforementioned Marshall. Montpremier, look at him fly. Montpremier with a slide kick. Onside is Lasarte. Trying to come on forward is Obakhan. And the ball is kept alive somehow by Connor Hayes for Manhattan. Both teams trying to settle in. Manhattan with a chance to get on the board. It's a foot race. Both players down, and a foul comes in. It's indirect. And that shot sailing well over the bar off the feet of Caleb Carsley, the left. Okay, a change in the double assist from the Montpremier goal at the 36:07 mark here in the second. We're counting down from 45-0, by the way. Lasarte picked up that assist, his second of the night, but the other assist goes to Marcus Marshall, his first of the 20. That's how long they are into that one. Manhattan with a chance, and there it is off the free kick. Brandon Joseph at the 31-37 mark here in the second period. Of the year. FDU trying to find a way to extend their lead. A lot of goals coming over the last several minutes. As Manhattan, after FDU scored 2 within a 3:07 span, Manhattan gets on the board 5 minutes after Montpremier's second goal. Australia. And he'll send this deep into the night sky, and it goes off the head of DePardo. Quick move by Connor Hayes to pick it up with 2 hands. The netminder for Manhattan in the pink and black uniform. And he'll punt this one off a bounce. Carrington trying to come up with a stop for Manhattan, unable to do so. Troy Carrington out of nearby Verona, New Jersey, so a bit of a home game for the senior. His third year with Manhattan after playing his freshman season with the Syracuse Orange, who back in 2014 was the #1 team in the country. Cross from Manhattan, chested down by the Jaspers, and that shot unable to find anywhere near the cage. Joseph Body. Body with some nifty footwork. One touch from Thomas LaLoupe. And Manhattan with a chance to reset. Under 29.5 to play, second period. 2-1 FDU as the Knights look for their second win of the season. putting them 1 win shy of last year's season total at 3. Clear for Leedy. Pavel Voracek. Out of bounds. Nope. Kept alive by Montpremier. That was pretty close. Here's Montpremier yet again. 2 on 3. Montpremier with a shot. Deflected in front by Hayes. Beautiful save by the California kid, Connor Hayes. Thomas LaLoupe lays it wide from Manhattan far side. 2-1 FDU, 28-20 and counting in the first. Diving save made by Ferreira. A near handball against FDU, no whistle there. Now Duran plays it in front for Carrington. Manhattan with a chance to reset. Both teams turning up the tempo in the shots category. It was 7-3 in favor of FDU at the end of one. It's now 10-7 Knights in that category. FDU with no shots on goal in the first period. They have 3 here in the second. Manhattan with 2 overall. Number 16 for FDU, that's Patrick Nuss, his first appearance out of Fort Worth, Texas. Nuss with a give intended for Obakon, and he slipped to his knees. Had a chance to make it a 3-1 game. Now we've got a... We talk about team stats early on and the number of shots and shots on goal for both squads. The corner kick category has been unchanged. It's still 4-1 in favor of FDU in that category. Here's Duran. Taken away by Montpremier, who sends it high and deep into the night sky off the head of Christian Nunez. To Springer. Back to Montpremier. Right-footed pass in front for Obakon. Obakon keeps it in bounds. Obakon knifing his way through traffic. And he's down. A little slow to get up. We play on with 26.5 remaining. Joseph Badi. One-on-one with FDU's defender. Joseph Badi plays it to nobody but FDU. Hayes to the far side. The clock has stopped at 26:09. As the front office tries to get it reset. Referees have not seen it just yet as a deep shot taken by Manhattan is picked up by Ferreira. Excellent stop by the redshirt sophomore keeper. Nunez, Montpremier, nifty pass back to Nunez. Nunez back to Montpremier. It's the Nunez-Montpremier show here in the second period between the two. DeSpringer plays it wide. And that ball set out of bounds. Last touch, Fairleigh Dickinson. Pavel Voracek watches that one bounce away. Manhattan here in the second half. And they've got the scoreboard back on. Now just trying to reset the amount of time. this game it feels like it'll go beyond 90 scheduled minutes. Manhattan playing around with it inside the attacking third. Whistle comes in. Chance right here for FDU to put 3 on the board as Nunez' shot was redirected by Manhattan. Bending shot nearly went in off the foot of an FDU Knight. And a great save made by Hayes in the end. That was Jamie Leedy who nearly put it in off the corner. Now, it's more than a foul, it's a yellow card. As the free kick is going to go out of bounds along the near side, it'll be a throw-in. First yellow drawn by Manhattan this evening. Take that back. That's 3. 3 Badie and Carrington early on. Ahu Obak. Ribas with a corner that goes off the head of Carrington, out of bounds, far side, and the Knights will throw it in. Iberia, 5'10", junior defenseman and midfielder. Ball still in bounds. Obakan is in there, and a clear for Manhattan. Ooh, a takeaway for Patrick Nuss. Unable to keep it in bounds is Nunez. Good help that time from the former. Headed away by Leedy. Nuss on defense with Manhattan. There's Marshall for FDU, that is on defense. Headed away by FDU. And Nunez with a lot of time. Nunez, man-on situation. Nunez. Pass in front. Onside Lasarte, but unable to get to the speed of Connor Hayes, who was able to pick up the ball before Lasarte had a chance to make it 3-1. Fairleigh Dickinson looking for their 10th win in the all-time series with Manhattan. Again, they are 9-1 against the Jaspers on a 5-game winning streak, with the last win just 6 years ago. Justin DePardo sends one deep for Obakan. Obakan is onside. The cross goes wide of Lasarte. Racing after it is Arribas, but it's cleared out by Manhattan. Under 15 to play. Carrington. Here's Duran. Duran going up with Nunez for FDU. A little give to Carrington along the near side. Carrington outside the box. He's got a player behind, that's DeVoost. The cross is cleared out by FDU. headed away by the Knights. That was DePardo who... Chance for Manhattan to cut the deficit to 1, but the ball was cleared out by the Knights. Punted away by Ferreira. Last time FDU won back-to-back games, you have to go back to the end of the 2013 season where FDU took care of business with LIU Brooklyn and St. Francis Brooklyn in NEC conference play. A 1-0 win over the Blackbirds and 2-1 over the Terriers on senior nights. Again, this is back in October and November of 2013, the last time FDU won back-to-back games. DePardo certainly helping the cause for FDU. He's played outstanding defense here tonight for head coach Seth Rowland and company. Across, intended for Carrington. Carrington inside the box. Carrington, and it's cleared out. Last touch, Fairleigh Dickinson University. Greaves with a deep ball, nearly coming down with a two-handed save is Ferreira, but a foul comes in. Under 12 to play. DePardo trying to pass it in front for Nunez before Jose Meza out of Clifton, New Jersey, school football. Jacob Labovitz has also re-entered the contest for Fairleigh Dickinson. 11 to play, 2-1 FDU in command. So a good ball in front. This is Arribas looking for his first career collegiate goal. He's been on top of all 5 of FDU's corner kicks tonight. Another foul at midfield. This one a 5th ranked recruiting class in the country, courtesy of TopDrawerSoccer.com. Tons of new faces, many freshmen, and of course the transfer in for Dinho Montpremier, with 2 goals already at the D1 level, including 1 tonight. And again, Seth Rowland with a lot to be happy about coming into the season. The team with a 2-0 shutout at Lafayette back on Friday, as we'll have a Ferreira sends this one across midfield. Obacon trying to settle down with it. There's Nuss. Sending it deep into the night sky is DeSpringer. Meza. Back to Rubio. That was actually Rubio who sent that ball deep. Arribas. Shot redirected by FDU. In front for Obacon, and it's 3-1 FDU. First goal by the Knights in roughly 24 minutes. Check that, 28 minutes. So Obacon with the goal, the assist by Labovitz and Arribas. We have a foul coming in. Arribas with a little chip pass. And it's taken away by Manhattan. Greaves with some steam as he sends it along the near sideline. DeBoost plays it wide. Shot, save Ferreira. two-handed save right into his chest. Moments ago, yellow card for Lorenzo Trujillo. That's his first yellow of the year. Couple of players down for Manhattan, no whistle. Meza. Obakhan playing defense. DeVoost. Plays it outside the circle. Carsley. Along the sideline from Meza. Taken away by FDU. Coming up on 6 minutes remaining here from University Stadium in Teaneck, New Jersey. Matt Nelson here with you live on NEC Front Row. And the FDU Knights 6 minutes away from their first two-game winning streak since the end of the 2013 campaign. Good takeaway here by Lasarte. No foul. Lasarte with Labovitz in front. Nuss, second-year transfer from nearby NJIT. FDU will actually play the Highlanders later this season, not too far away. It'll be on September 16th in Newark, a 3 p.m. kickoff. There's an onside play for DePardo, but he was surrounded by two Jaspers. Out of bounds, FDU throw-in, 5:15 to go for Manhattan's lone tally thus far. There's Nuss on the receiving end of the throw-in. Nuss plays it behind him to Jeremy DeSpringer. Obakhan. Back to Rubio, and it's time for garbage time, if you would, for the Knights. 4:25 and counting in the second. A good ball played ahead for DePardo. Labovitz, who at Langley High School was the Gatorade Virginia Boys Soccer Player of the Year as a senior. Under 4 to play here in Teaneck. Seen nearly a full stadium. And so far they've been treated to quite the match. FDU with all 3 goals coming in the second period. It was started by Nunez and Obakhan with the last goal with 8:46 remaining. Verdino Montpremier also got into the action, scoring the team's second goal with 36:07 to play in regulation. There's a shot taken by Arribas, redirected by Manhattan, as Hayes gets rid of it. Greg Bond with the deflection, a senior midi and forward from Loveland, Ohio. Carrington, nifty footwork inside the 18. Meza, cleared out by FDU. Under 2.5 to go. DeSpringer falling to his knees, no whistle. Meza still with it, but it's taken away by the Knights. Bond, 2-touch, make it 3. Carrington with a 1-touch back to Greaves. Ooh, a bit of a hard touch that time from Manhattan. Not sure who that was. Number 7, that's Ryan Shields, 2016 MAC All-Rookie Team honoree, who redshirted the year before when he was supposed to be a freshman in 2015. Approaching 90 seconds to play. Out of bounds, last touch by DeSpringer, the Frenchman. Back-to-back starts here in 2017 after making the start against Manhattan in the season opener on Friday. Well, FDU certainly with a lot to be happy about and a lot to look forward to as they close out the final minute of action here in Teaneck. The FDU Knights less than a minute away from picking up back-to-back wins to begin the 2017 campaign. Last time they won 2 consecutive games was the end of the 2013 season where they knocked off LIU Brooklyn and St. Francis Brooklyn in NEC conference play. Manhattan trying to do all they can to make this a 1-goal deficit. Looks like that won't happen tonight as FDU runs away with it under 25 seconds remaining. Here's Hayes booting it away. Deflected off Lobovitz as we get the final 10-second countdown. Fairleigh Dickinson University looking to go 2-0 on the season